From KTVN, this is 2 News Nevada, Morning Edition.
Good morning. Happy Friday, and thank you for starting your day with us. I'm Kyle Louder.
And I'm Faith Justice. So glad to be with you this morning, especially as we wake up to that nice rain smell.
Oh, the rain smell, it's a real thing. Winter weather hitting parts of our region overnight. Here's a live look at I-80 near Donner Lake, where the road is still looking pretty treacherous. A little slick there. Traffic reporter Jay Lynn will have a look at your morning commute a little later on in the show, but for now, we'll turn it over to meteorologist Barrett Vinson in the Stormwatch Weather Center. Good morning, Barrett.
Good morning. Already seeing an active start to the day with those light showers in Douglas and Lyon County, and a bit of a wintry mix out there towards South Lake Tahoe as well as the Tahoe Basin. We are going to be seeing light showers like this continue this morning before things start to clear up a bit this afternoon. It's starting to turn into a bit of a whiteout up there towards Mountain Rose Highway with slushy road conditions out there. Chain laws in effect and four-wheel drive and snow tires required right now. But the good news is this is kind of the worst of it, as we'll see 43 degrees out there. Winter weather advisories and warnings set to expire this afternoon with 30s and 40s so far this morning. Calm winds to go with it all. We are still tracking in light showers throughout southern parts of the region in the Tahoe Basin this morning. This will continue throughout the early morning hours. By mid-morning and early afternoon, I think we'll start to calm down with the weather before more active weather is in store this weekend. So stick around for my full forecast.
Thanks so much, Barrett. Turning to the latest in Fire Watch, a fire burning in Mono County is forcing some to evacuate their homes. People living in Long Valley and McGee Creek are under mandatory evacuations due to the pack fire. Since it sparked yesterday afternoon near Crowley Lake, it's charred 3,400 acres. There is no containment on this fire, and crews are still trying to figure out how it started.
And to Nevada's special legislative session, it's officially underway, and lawmakers are already shaking things up. Assembly Bill 5, which proposes new tax credits to bring two major movie studios to Las Vegas, nearly got cut from the session completely. Assemblymember Selena LaRue Hatch objected to Assembly Bill 5, saying she believes it does not need to be a part of the special session. Lawmakers voted to either keep it or drop it, and the votes tied at 21.
The film bill, which barely passed the Assembly by one vote last time and didn't make it through the Senate, doesn't seem like an emergency to me. And so I called this rule because I felt that there were many others that shared my concerns, which clearly they did. And I think that we just saw on the board that this bill doesn't have the votes to pass.
Now, since the votes tied, Assembly Bill 5 will continue through the Jobs and Economy Committee. As we reported, this bill is proposing to set aside $120 million in tax credits that would be transferred to film production companies from 2028 to 2043. We have reached out to several Assembly members who voted to keep this bill, but we haven't heard back as of yet.
Today, the federal government is making a slow return to normalcy following the longest shutdown in history. For the first time in weeks, Smithsonian museums, the U.S. Capitol, and national parks are welcoming visitors. The White House says more than 1 million federal employees who weren't paid will start receiving back pay as early as Sunday. Food aid could start flowing as soon as today for the 42 million Americans on SNAP. Meanwhile, at the nation's airports, the FAA paused flight reductions at 6% instead of ramping up to 10%. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says TSA agents who went, quote, above and beyond will get a $10,000 bonus.
They're going to get a bonus check for stepping up, taking on extra shifts, for showing up each and every day.
President Trump has also suggested bonuses for the air traffic controllers who worked without pay while the government was closed. And in the Silver State, we've seen thousands of Nevadans affected by the shutdown as well.
In Nevada, we have about 1% of our total employment is federal employment. And so the overall baseline was largely unaffected, but it was really more the impact for those workers and their families that was, I think, the strongest during the shutdown.
Along with federal employees, the shutdown affected nearly 500,000 Nevadans who depend on SNAP benefits. The Division of Social Services told state partners that they'll be working through the weekend to make sure families receive their benefits by this Monday, if not sooner. But if you need help, grab your phone to take a picture of these details here. The Food Bank of Northern Nevada says it still plans to hold special distributions tomorrow to help those in need.
And shifting gears now, we have new details this morning. The Sparks Fire Department addressing community concerns about a proposed first responder fee. We told you about this yesterday. So if this passes, those experiencing any kind of medical emergency could pay up to $527 if the Sparks Fire Department shows up, cares for a patient, and then the patient is transported by another agency.
We are proposing is two things. One, a no balance billing clause on Sparks residents, so there would be no out-of-pocket expenses. We have to bill everyone the same, but we're also adopting a compassionate billing clause for those that may be uninsured or on Medicaid or Medicare. Those would be evaluated on a case-by-case basis.
So that's Sparks Fire Chief Walt White, and he also says the fee will help ensure the department has sufficient funding for essential resources. Now, this is still just a proposed ordinance to the city of Sparks. It would still need to go to the city council to go into effect.
The Nevada Supreme Court has decided that Nevada's fake electors case will be moving forward in Clark County. The decision reverses a ruling by the 8th Circuit District Court that dismissed the case. As we've reported, 6 Nevada Republicans are accused of submitting false electoral certificates declaring Donald Trump the winner of the Silver State's electoral votes in the 2020 presidential election. Nevada Attorney General Aaron Ford released a statement following the court's decision, saying in part, quote, "The Nevada Supreme Court affirmed what we've maintained all along, that Clark County is the proper and lawful venue to prosecute our case. And I'm pleased with the court's decision to overturn the district court's dismissal of our case in Clark County," end quote.
And in Crime Beat this morning, a jury has found 3 men guilty in connection with a road rage incident that happened 3 years ago. The Washoe County District Attorney's Office says back in 2022, Jeremiah Tate, Jordan Martinez, and Jared Martinez, all pictured right there, chased a woman down in her car and shot at her. Some of their charges include assault with a deadly weapon and discharging at a car. They are all scheduled to be sentenced in January. Plus, we are following a developing story this morning. A motorcycle rider has serious injuries after a crash in Sparks. This happened yesterday afternoon on North McCarran Boulevard near Prater Way. Nevada State Police say 2 other cars were involved. None of the other people involved are hurt. Plus, the Washoe County Sheriff's Office is investigating a crash in South Reno. This happened around 9:30 last night on Holcomb Ranch Lane and Dixon Lane. We have reached out for more information, and we will, of course, keep you all updated as we continue to learn more.
Coming up on 2 News Nevada, attorneys for James Comey and Letitia James are arguing for their cases to be thrown out when a judge says she'll reach her decision. Is coming up.
And more of the so-called Epstein files could be released soon. The president's response to this is after the break. Stay with us.